Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Oops. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. I am your very humble host, Mr. David Null, also known as Hawkeye Two Feathers. And I absolutely greet you with the love and the honor of the infinite creator. And I continue to pray that each and every day, that each and every one of you will continue to learn how to accept, receive the knowledge, the healing, the wisdom, and the many, many blessings out in the universe. Now, this is an update for me, but for any of you that are out there, I have already put a link in the chat room, and it's to a video for those of you who know who Dante is, who have been following him. His channel has been very quiet, but there are several other channels of people who are. I will just say that they are associated with Dante. No idea who, why, what. It doesn't matter. And this particular one, I think, is Nick Bafaris. But anyway, I would suggest that you go to the chat room and there. Chloe, do you see the YouTube channel in the chat? And if so, will you try the link and see if it works? Because they have a habit of putting a video out, but then they'll they'll make it private. Okay, so this is very important. His information to me was very important. The synchronicity is like, holy crap, because I'm sitting here today. Uh, oh, cool beans. How are you, Dragozola? That's how I feel right now. We missed a 20 a long time ago, but I just feel compared to to smoke a bowl, take a hit. Anyway, sorry guys, but join me if you want. Okay, cool beans, but I don't know how long it's going to last because a lot of times, and if you go to that channel, then subscribe because it's sort of a back channel in a way for those of us who are aware of Dante. Uh, you know, they get picked on a lot on the main channel. So there are these back channels, and this is one of them. So subscribe because you may get information that nobody else gets. And it and today was one of those days. I've been wondering myself, the universe, why me, Lord? I agreed to I agreed to a back surgery to fix and correct my spine. And then I had the blood clot, excuse me, gave me a hematoma, which is a blood clot of types. And I had to go back in for a second surgery, 7 days and 7 hours from the first surgery. So a lot of pain involved, a lot of other stuff, and a lot of spiritual stuff for me along the way. So I'm sitting here on Saturday, and just days out of the hospital. I got out Monday. This is Saturday, so and somewhere in there I lost a day. But I've sent pictures to other people. Hey, Travis, my brother, get that link that's in the chat. Go there and subscribe to the channel if you have any concerns or if you like to watch Dante, okay, and the Charistus group. Just if you don't, ignore that. But for those of us who know who Dante is, this is information that's kind of coming in from a back page. Subscribe to that person's channel because if the Charistus channel angel thingy ain't working, there's messages that come through in different ways, which is interesting because over the years I have somehow found these back channels or they have found me. I've talked about the fact that uh, in some of my videos way back, I've done reports of updates about DSAHK. Pooey. Um, so And I don't know what my link is, but apparently, at least somehow, there's some kind of synchronicity going on. Because, as I was in the hospital and I'm recovering and I haven't been on the computer and my brain is on, I wonder what's happening with the Dante group over there. Hey, Alfonso. Alfonso, exactly. They kind of slip messages in the background. They don't post videos all the time. And so it's sort of nondescript. And but I got the video today when that's one reason why I'm doing this, is because, you know, the information is important to me because I was raised Catholic. And he come right out and said, the Catholics have been telling you about the morning star. I was like, holy crap. The synchronicity, the things that I'm feeling from the universe, and the fact that my back looks so great. There was the nurse here this morning and changed my dressing and everything. And she said, Mr. Knoll, my specialty is wounds. And she said, I've been doing this for 20 years and I cannot believe you've been cut twice. Now I'm bragging about this, but at the same time, myself, and I is going like, why me, Lord? I know personally people who are in the hospital who are suffering and who are going through things. And it's okay, why me? Now I believe in the power of the universe. I believe in the power of healing. I believe in these things to my core. And I've said some words that are very important at core. Anyway, believe, 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 believe. So if you don't, I don't know. But for me, I can't stop believing. Now, does that mean then this is my crazy house behind me? Um, because I know it's the energy of the universe. And I can't stop saying that, of course it's there. You know, I don't know how to do it. I don't know if I'm doing something, I don't know. Except that I believe. That is the core important word. That is the core of my belief, to believe. So, in all of this and associated with the Dante channel, and go out there and if you don't want to watch it, at least subscribe to the guy. If you're interested in Dante at all, this is a back channel. It's important because they may that Nick is it Nick that did it? Anyway, there's a Nick Bufaris and there's another one, and I think there's three. But anyway, subscribe to the channel if you're interested in updates and things on the side. Now again, Dante's video today. Other people might go, I don't know what the hell you think is so important. What is so important is that he did a video. They're at war over there. Now the information about different tribes and so forth and how far back the fight over there goes. It's not new. It's like 5,000 years old. There's been a conflict over there. So, you go, oh, these people and oh, that people. But listen, they've been arguing about the place, not just for a couple of years, not 20 years, but 5,000 years. To me, that's like, oh, holy crap. Wonder, I wonder what's over there. What are they fighting for? But in this update for me and for Dante, like I said, if you don't like it, okie dokie, move on. But at the same time, is that a wood stove? Oh yeah, absolutely. Look, I'll show you around the house because I'm going to try to do stuff in the daytime. So whether I'm showing the house, I want to be able to move outside. Oh, and by the way, y'all, thank you for the prayers. All right. I feel them, and I got a picture that Chloe. I got your wait. Anyway, I'll try to send a picture. But anyway, I when I saw the picture this morning, I was like, holy crap, there are a shitload of staples in my back. I mean, this thing is this long. And when I saw the picture, I was like, what? But a wound nurse of 20 years said, "I- everybody's got something, little marks or redness." And she goes, I can't believe you've been cut twice. Now that's a miracle. That is a miracle. Yesterday, I was having trouble walking. I mean, just standing up. An hour and a half with a physical therapist, and all we did was chat. He came over, straightened my back up, and did a few things. But what that hour and a half was information. And I have taken the information. And guess what? Today, I've walked to the kitchen 3 times, made coffee. I got fresh coffee, which I haven't had in like 3 weeks. And and things I actually fed the cats. It's not hard, but I fed them. I walked to the outside and fed them and came back in. That is humongous progress. And I did it with a cane and not a walker. There was pain involved, let me tell you. But his core value, he kept talking about the core and talking about the core, how you have to get your spine straight. And see, I'm adjusting right now, but that little tiny adjustment, and we both agreed is about 5 degrees in my posture, makes all the flipping difference in the world. 5 degrees of change using the pelvis to make sure that the spine is correct. Holy moly. I'm going to do separate videos on that to help explain. Us old people, we need all the help we can get. And this guy was thorough. So, me personally, I'm healing beyond my expectations. It's doing so well. I mean, I was sitting here crying earlier. I was like, why me, Lord? Why you pick me? I'm just an old hippie that was a drug abuser and a drunk and an alcoholic. Why are you helping me heal so well? What the F is up with that? That's right now is what I'm trying to figure out, right? So, in my contact of stuff around the world and whatever, somehow I'm linked to stuff with synchronicity. So, the synchronicity of my thought pattern. Why am I here, Lord? Previous experiences, people, and also sort of strange intermittent things with DSHK, So flip over in the computer, checking the weather, and there's the video. And I went, you got to be kidding. Because my thought process this morning was, okay, this has happened. It's doing so damn good. It's scary, and I walked. I fed the cats, and in just one day, the change. Now my feet are still swelled up, but they're within tolerance. So I'm working on the swelling, get my feet up, but the energy from the universe. And why me? I mean this. Why me, Lord? I mean, I had one surgery that was great, and then I got smacked down and damn near died from the hematoma, and then had to go through it again. So, I should be bitching about you made me do this twice. you know, there must be some evil out there that I had to have 2 surgeries instead of one. God's picking on me like Job. He's testing me, and I have not felt that at all. A previous me years ago would have said, oh my God, I'm being cursed. Why me, Lord? Why did you pick on me to make me suffer? And for 2 days, I suffered. Actually, 3, but, to have the second surgery. Why me? You picking on me again. But now at the other side of all that, the charge nurse of 20, I'm sorry, the wound nurse of 20 years says, your back looks amazing. but there's a shitload of staples. Oh my God. I was like, and my bandage rolled up last night. And so I felt it and I reached around there with my hand, which is easy to do now. And I can feel almost all of the bandage. I'm doing it right now. Yes, I can feel the top of the bandage. And it's a big old sucker. It's a 4x10 island dressing. And there's no leakage, there's no nothing, and then there's a shitload of staples. So what I did last night, early this morning, it was the bandage somehow with my trying to get comfortable in the chair and to keep my posture correct. I rolled the bandage up my back halfway up the incision. So I did my best and rolled it back down. uh, Took some tape that I have in the house because you know I've almost cut I've almost cut body parts off down here in the woods and just taped them up. You know, duct tape really does work in a pinch. But so I took some tape, and measured it across my back and put it on. So I asked her, I said, "So how was my tape job last night?" She goes, "You from somebody who's working backwards." And not being able to see, it looks great. So, but anyway, so there are so many blessings on so many levels. However, the spirit helped me put that tape on last night to keep my bandage down. The fact that it's not leaking, I mean, I can't express how great this is. But at the same time, how humbling it is to me personally. I was just sitting there and tears were just coming down my eyes. And I was just like, why me, Lord? So I'm going to do a video later on, and I'm being prompted, if you will, to give a story of because it's related to this, the Mother Mary. And thank you. Oh, hi, Michelle. How are you? Anybody else? Richard. Oh, dude, time travel. Holy crap! I've missed a day this week, and I'm going to do a little time travel thing too. I'm going to try my best to not do 4-hour videos. Okay, y'all can join in, but I'm going to try to keep them at least under an hour. I might do some videos because I just hit the live button and go. I'm going to get some help with StreamYard and Robert V, and we're going to. I want to be able to share the screen with some of this stuff. And there are things about Medicare, there are things about exercises, there are things I've learned so much this last 2 weeks, and it has reawakened the music in me. Oh my God, that second operation, I don't know, floating out there in the ether while they got you under for several hours, and then you pop back into the real world. Like if you were around last night, like a whack-a-mole. So here I am, pop my head up back up after all this, and it's interesting. But I'm still asking the question, why me, Lord? I have friends. Go heal them. I can do this. Go heal that person over there. The one they just found has, colon cancer. A dear friend of mine's wife, he's got stents in. Heal him, But my blood pressure is great. I haven't had any incidents, and the doctors don't know it, but I have not been taking their blood thinners. It'll be 3 weeks, like come Monday. And they're like, oh, if you don't get back on your blood thinners right away, you're going to die. And I'm like, so I told the nurse, I said, we're not talking about blood thinners. Shh, quiet. And I told her, I said, 3 weeks in, what's my heart rate? 123 over 60. Okay, go ahead and match that, y'all. You 70-year-old people out there and younger, can you do 123 over 70? I'm sorry, 60 for a BP? And I checked it with my machine, so we were correlated right on the money. In the hospital, I was 186 over 78, and I mean it was up there. And I told the nurses in there, I said, wait till I get home. It's going to drop. And sure enough, here I am and I'm stable. So, and that's the power of healing. And that's the, to me, I cannot unbelieve. I don't care what you do. Okay, kill me. Nope, I'm a believer. Yes, I'm a believer. Blah, blah. No, see, the music's in me. I got the music in me. But um, the fact that I'm going to figure this, well, I might not figure this out. I might not ever figure this out as far as the part of my journey. I gotta readjust and I'm gonna turn the camera so you all can see my crazy house, okay, in the daylight kind of thing. So hang on, try not to make any noise, but that's gonna be hard. So in yonder is the toilet and stuff, and also a huge brick hot tub that hadn't been used in years, and I would like to. So there's my granny that I talk about up there on the wall. And where's my finger? Ow! I'm gonna give you all the finger. Whoop! Right there in that picture is my granny that I talk about all the time. So that is my bed I'm sleeping on. It's a pile of stuff. It's comfortable once I get in. That's the kitchen area down there, and which is on the outside of the house. I'm trying to rearrange that. So the kitchen, which is there's TV. Kitchen is um, where's my finger? Is behind this wall right there, and you can see how open the house is. Now, all right, pan around. So you come in. Wait, you come in the house behind the TV, and then that's the outside. So these are my passive. This is my passive solar house. Plants growing over there in the corner, and we're going up. There are the windows. You can see now how high it is in here. I've got a vault. I don't know what kind of ceiling you'd call it. But then as a pan back over this way, that right there is the loft area, which is original. And it's very low ceiling. I mean, you know, Brad has to duck to even walk through there, bumps his head. And then, sorry guys, that window right there that's been there for the last 30 years is a recycled shower door. Collect them. They're good for a bunch of stuff. Now there's the stairs behind me and upstairs. That light there came out of a school building. It's an old school light. And so that's my upstairs back up there. And here's whoops, sorry, the back of the house behind me. It's a mess. It's a mess. God almighty, is it a mess? It's not nasty dirty. It's just a mess. I got stuff I need to throw away. And I realized today it's been a year for some of these things. But then I got interrupted with the heart attack and all of the stuff that went with it. And for some reason, some of these things are months old, if not a year. Projects that I started, but because of my back and the heart and everything just stopped. So there are a lot of changes physically, mentally, spiritually, and I'm still asking the question, why me, Lord? Right? Could y'all see something? Could you see the house a little bit at least? Um, and I use recycled lumber anytime I can. So parts of the house that are original are the wood is old tobacco barns that I recycled. I tore them down, and yeah, and a lot of people go, "Wow, man, your house," and it's open because when I was in jail, confined in a box, right? Hang on a second. Sorry about the noise. Got to move the mic and the camera. But so anyway, when I had the opportunity to build a house after I got out of jail, I was working for the weatherization program here in Southwest Georgia. That's why I know a lot of stuff because I used to travel all around the county as part of my job. And we fixed old people's homes so they would weatherize and so forth. A lot of people criticized Jimmy Carter that he was an ineffective president and that he was stupid. But he started programs that helped a lot of old people and others too, but from freezing to death. I'm just saying. So y'all need to give Uncle Jimmy a thumbs up. Everybody stays away from Jimmy Carter. He's a peanut farmer. His Plains, Georgia is a little over an hour's drive north of me. So I'm in the area. Well, poo poo to them folks that don't understand. That's all I got to say. But anyway, so we were learning about passive solar all the way back then. And so my house, the two windows that you've seen, they're recycled sliding doors from a shower. And I got a bunch of them around. When I get done, now that my back's doing better, I can actually maybe see the end of my project. But outside, I'm building a it's sort of going to be a greenhouse, a sort of a room anyway to enter into the kitchen, and it won't be the kitchen. I'm moving the kitchen down here behind me, and so in there will be the living room where you come in. This is area, open area here will be open, and but it will be quote the dining room, and also. I started out and built this for temporary. I wanted to build a house up on the hill, and that never happened. This place was supposed to be a studio with music and puppets and stuff like that. So if I could get the house rearranged, and finish these projects, I'll be able to put music down here. I got thousands of dollars worth of equipment. I got four or five different kinds of I got two acoustics guitars sitting back here and a mandolin. I've got a keyboard. I don't have a drum set, but I do have a couple of drums. So I would love to be able to come back in here and have this do and operate like it's supposed to be. This room in here is supposed to be a studio. But anyway, in the why me, Lord, the answer sort of today is that it ain't just me, but it does have to do with the people who are receiving the energy. Oh, well, your prayers will help me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Or I believe that the prayers will help me. Now, I know folks that we prayed for who have died anyway. And in that, I've asked the question, we really prayed hard for this person. So why did they get a blood clot? Why did they get where you go numb and anyway? And then why did they die from it? And that was my first wife a few months ago. What happened to her? Why didn't she go? Well, from me speaking with her, she was pretty much committed. Well, I'm going to die, might as well. And I'm like, screw that, you know, get up. And she did move from Ohio down to Florida and lived several years. We went up there a couple of years ago, and she was just bound and determined she was dead. And I was like, get up from that bed, girl. And being positive and everything. She did get better in the short term, but then as things deteriorated down in the Florida, Alabama, down there in the she's actually across the line in Alabama, but um, she gave up. She gave in. So bye. I'm sorry. All the prayers, all the positive energy, talking on the phone, and bye. And unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, she got an aneurysm thing and had a stroke. And, a few days later, adios. I'm really sorry. But she had no positivity in her. And Oh, I feel good today. Well, I don't know. And just like she gave up. So you can pray for somebody, and even those who believe, and sometimes this shit don't work. Not a clue as to why. Not a clue. Well, maybe a little clue that somehow they're just not connected correctly to the universe. And that's why every single time I say learn to accept and receive. So some folks, unbeknownst to them and why the prayer don't work for them, now also it's the condition. I'm in a decent condition. I have maintained my weight. I have tried to stay healthy without a bunch of crap from out there. Let me tell you, it's just good old fashioned common sense. You can do it too. So anyway, short video. Travis, wait, let me read in here. I saw stuff go by. You could have a huge house and still only use 3 rooms like I do. Yeah, you have 4 floors. You just have 5. Oh my God, dude, Travis, man. And I've known folks. They've passed now. Same thing. Same thing. You all needed that house. I got an old 4 square house, so it wasn't super and a new, but it's pretty big for just. Yeah, I bet you. You can have. You know what? If you were really into music, each one of those rooms could be a sound stage. I went and worked with a guy many years ago, and we recorded some stuff. And he took an old trailer, and they gutted the bathroom. Uh, well, there was 2 baths. They left one so they could use it, but and it wasn't a big house like that, but it was empty. So you go down the hall, and the first bedroom was a studio, the second bedroom was a studio, and then at the end of it was, hey Paul, how are you, dude? I am overwhelmed with believing. I Paul, if you up higher up in the chat, wait, let's see if I can do Control B again. Let me see if I can add it back. I know how to do stuff on the computer. I used to do 3D design in the 90s. There it is. All right. That link is to yeah. And if I could share the picture that they took of my back this morning, all those staples, and since you just joined us, a nurse of 20 years whose specialty is wounds looked at my back and she just shook her head and she goes, I'm amazed. Yeah, you don't. There's nothing wrong, and all the and it's 8 inches plus long, so it ain't a big thing. Okay, I got to cut this short. I wanted to anyway. I love you all. My neighbor is here to help me, and so but this was supposed to be a short video. Um, Yes, absolutely, Paul. And I'm going to be back later on. But come on in. I am doing a live stream, but I'm fixing to go. So y'all believe, 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 believe. I'm telling you, it's there. Bring in my mail too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What? Okay. But anyway, I will talk to you all later. Thank you, Travis. And Richard, we got to have a chat about time travel. Just saying. So I continue to pray that each and every day. I mean this. On blessings to all y'all, because I'm healing. But I continue to pray that each and every day that, and you too, Michelle. I'm praying for you. I didn't said that each and every day, that each and every one of you will continue to learn how to accept and receive the knowledge, the healing, the wisdom, and the many blessings in the universe. Until later, my dear friends, I love you. Be safe. Have a great rest of the weekend. All righty. Bye bye.